Hey, and welcome back to the channel. This is a full day wedding walkthrough. So this was shot on the Alpha 1 with the 50 f1.4 GM and the Alpha 9 Mark III with the 35 f1.4 GM. Starting the day with the prep, kind of just capturing those intimate moments between friends and family while the bride's getting ready. Including some more environmental shots, but trying to balance it with a lot of those close-ups as well. I think getting kind of these candid moments is seriously important. A lot of this can be posed, but I do take a step back and kind of orientate the scene where I want it to occur in terms of close to window light, but not directly posing the actual family members, friends, bride, etc. Moving on to the groom prep, kind of shooting some of those like detailed close-ups, making sure you get interactions with the parents is really important to me. Again, always orientating the subject towards the light or shooting backlit. This couple wanted to do a first look. I really love it when couples do first look. It's a really fun kind of moment to shoot. Generally always trying to shoot over the shoulder of one of the partners. They did their own vow reading before the ceremony as well, which I thought was quite nice, just because their vows were too long to actually include in a full ceremony. I generally shoot as the bride comes down. I generally try to whip back and forth between the bride's entrance, or whichever partner it is, between one partner's entrance and then back to get the other partner's reaction. It means you have to be quite quick on your feet, but you'll end up with a lot better images and really helps tell a bit more of the story of that moment specifically. I also try to shoot kind of a wide shot of both sides of each family. That way you've got all the faces included, and it means that you don't have to rely on those group shots later on in the reception, where you often have a chance of missing them. I love doing this bubble exit. I think in 2025 I'd love to see more bubble exits. This was fantastic. I was shooting this on the Alpha 9, so autofocus between each of the bubbles. I think I had one missed frame in amongst the whole set, and that was only when both faces were specifically covered. Using a lot of these kind of action-based prompts now, I like to think of a way of called prompts, not posing, and this is part of some of the workshops I run through Sony Scene, is focused on giving the couple or giving the subject something to do, an action to perform, a feeling to emote, rather than trying to ask them to hold a specific pose or move your elbow here, place foot placement and so on. I find these kind of directions become very counterintuitive. Capturing some details now at the reception. Trying to show off a bit of the location, a bit of the vibe. Obviously Bendooley is an absolutely gorgeous venue, so I was really trying to capture a bit of the environment as well as just the people that were obviously attending the reception. Moving on to entrances now, so you can see it's quite dark, so obviously I've had to start using flash. I generally use a white bounce card rather than any of the mag mod attachments, just because I find it gives the most pleasing skin. Those mag mods generally just pump too much light forward, or they pump too much light at the ceiling and not enough light onto your subject. Just after the first set of speeches, I noticed there was a rainbow outside, so I quickly ran out and got some environmental shots for myself. But then I thought, no, I need to take this. This is a career-defining kind of image. I put the couple in front, backlit them with my off-camera flash, and I'm just absolutely over the moon with that image. This couple decided to play a bit of a game. It's like a scavenger hunt where guests have to run and find specific objects kind of labelled by the MC, and they have to find them in amongst the reception venue and then bring them back. If they don't, each chair is removed each time, kind of like musical chairs. Big fan of this game. You always get some really fun images. And onto the dance floor. This one was a really fun one because the couple were really into hardstyle and EDM, so it was a very quiet, slow wedding day, but as soon as the tunes started pumping, a lot of personality came out, and it was a ton of fun to shoot this dance floor. They had these money guns, so we were kind of passing them around, and I was making sure I got shots of everyone with these. I generally also try to include lots of funny ones when people are pulling funny faces on the dance floor. I don't delete these images, even if it might be embarrassing, because I always know the couple might want to go back, review these images, have a laugh, share them with the friends and family that were, pulling a funny face. And finishing up with our exit.